We're going to show you how to make a landing page using our Warp Block landing page tool, which is a quick and easy way for you to lay out a campaign page or a post using the blocks that we've used to build your site, and you can kind of adjust them and move them around and build the page that works for you without having to do a whole lot of that extra work. So first off, we're going to go to our Add Block option, and we're going to scroll down to Warp Landers. We're going to add the lander here. So Warp Landing Page 1. Excellent. So as you can see, it pre-fills a bunch of content on the page here for you to fill out and use as you see fit. So let's start with the hero header, pretty standard thing. Let's give it a nice red background. And I'm just going to say that this is our campaign page. Now remember, for all blocks, you're going to see a bar on the right-hand side here. And these will give you options to adjust the block to different settings, basically, as you see fit. So maybe you want to link out to an external video and have a little play button that shows that. Maybe you want to scroll or not scroll. Maybe you want to scroll it to an anchor. Maybe you want to adjust the height. Every block has new options that you can use, and I'd recommend testing these out on a separate page just as you get familiar with them. So we've added a campaign page. Maybe we'll put a little logo here. There we go. Got a nice arrow there. And let's go to the next section too. So this is some sort of call to action. So call to action. And we'll put in some description here, just some Lorem Ipsum. And I want to center this. So text alignment center. And I'm going to align my paragraph center as well. Then I'm going to say, you know what? Click here. This is where you're going to be able to drive people to your contact page after you've convinced them in that amazing, amazing text that you've got what you're looking for. Now I see my demo page here doesn't actually have a contact page, so let's just pretend. Excellent. This section, maybe you want to add a few icons. It's a little feature section to show off a few of your services and ideas. So let's just say we're great at coding. We are, meticulous, and we see things from space. These are obviously kind of ridiculous scenarios, but you get the picture. Let's actually, you know what? Again, let's look at our block options. You can change things like background color. You can adjust some of the padding on these blocks. Maybe you want it to be a little bit narrower, or you want to restrict the content more that way. There's all kinds of things that you can play with, but the whole reason I went into here is because I wanted to go into my background, make it a nice blue. Isn't that fun? Okay, and you would do the same through the rest of the page. So you'd fill out the content as you see fit. Here's a nice testimonial section, for instance, where you can put in a Google review from someone that you trust or respect, that sort of thing. Now, let's say, and this is kind of one of the more important things, let's say you want to move things around and you want to remove it. The easiest way to do that is to actually just hover over the block here on the corner, and you'll see this little drop down, more options, and we're going to remove. So I don't want this section, I'm not going to use it, so let's remove it. Great, and now it just jumps down to the next part without you having to worry about it. Now I see this background is gray, I could adjust that, or maybe I just want to swap it with the testimonial. To swap, I could either drag it, which you can move around by just dragging it around, or you could use the little arrow here to move down. So swap places just like that. There are all kinds of options in a landing page. This section, for instance, is our call to action section. So this is where we want to have a nice big call to action that drives people to whatever link we want them to. This gallery section is a way for you to show off some parts of your brand or your client's brand, for instance. So for this one, let's say that we wanted to have a nice gallery of these beautiful background images. They're so pretty. So we would do that. We could add them all in. And apologies for the little squished screen here. I'm trying to keep it more in line with YouTube, so it's a little narrow. I'd always recommend expanding your width if you can, or you can use the little icon to drop out your menu there. That's a little bit better. Let's write a heading. Let's say palettes. And these are just some of the great things you get with Loomo. And it helps if I can spell. Great. And we could say here, like, learn more, and link to I don't know. I've written a page on Don Quixote. Let's link there. Great. Okay. So once this is all done, basically any content that isn't filled out. So if things are blank, you're going to get an empty spot. So we're going to want to make sure that everything has at least something. So I'll fill out the last couple of sections here. Click here, and this section you could actually do 2 links if you wanted, or you could add a little paragraph beforehand. I'm just going to do 1 though. Link to home for now. Great. And let us do the last section. So this is something nice about me and my brand. And let's say that the person that said that was me, and I'm the developer. Sweet. Great. Maybe we want to add a background to that or just leave it. You could do whatever you want with these. That's the kind of the joy of them. And you can move them around. You can add new blocks between them by using this little insert block button. For instance, let's go here and I'm going to add a section. Just give myself some contained width, and then maybe I'll add an image, for instance, a little rocket for no particular reason, except for that rockets are cute. Okay, and I'm going to publish that, and yeah, I want to publish it immediately. Great. So what we made here is a test landing page, and if we go to view the post, we're going to see that the whole thing is laid out just as we built it. There's a nice gallery on these ones, which if you're familiar with our blocks, you'll recognize. These links will go elsewhere. You can click here to learn more. And keep in mind that this is on a demo site that we have, so the styling of your brand is actually going to be applied to every one of these blocks, so they're going to look a lot better on your site than they are here. This is just an example of how easy it is for you to make a quick landing page without too much extra effort.